this was the goal all year. I mean, for this program, we really want to compete for championships, and we were able to do that last week at the RMAC championships and again at regionals. I think the mindset right now is just one match at a time, one contact at a time. Some injuries have kind of changed things for us, so we still feel like we can believe it, but I think the hill is probably just a little bit steeper to climb. But absolutely, we feel that we can get there, and then we just got to do it one contact at a time, one team at a time.
Hi, I'm Kurt, both fifth-year seniors. Your last hurrah a little bit. What's going into your mind as experienced players who've been there, done that before?
Okay. For me, it's just, like Coach said, just one contact at a time. If I get too wrapped up in the whole, this could be my last game ever, I don't think it would go so well for me. So just making sure that I'm staying present. And then I think as someone who's been there, I think 3 times, is just making sure that the team is just focused on that single contact and single point. And it is a very different atmosphere to play in when you know it could be your last game of the season. So just making sure that we're staying true to ourselves.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I think that, like, anything past, like, 2 Fridays ago, like, is extra for anyone in the conference. So I think it's just really cool that we get the opportunity to, like, continue because a lot of people are in their 5th year or 4th year and are done. So I think it's just really awesome that we get another shot and to just keep playing and keep having fun as long as we can.
You see, I mean, you've had to shuffle the last 2 weeks, really, with the injuries, and I mean, Brooklyn's over here. She's doing one of these. I don't know where I'm going, but just kind of plug me in. But I mean, you've had this depth all year, so it looks like it's helped tremendously, kind of settle things a little bit. Now that you've had a few days to work with it.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. As we have the depth, I think both Miranda and Brooklyn, I think, and Maddie in the front row too. We know what she can do in the front row. So we have a lot of faith in the athletes that we have coming off the bench or kind of filling in those spots for the injured kids. The only thing that they lack is the experience, and I think that's what the 5th-year seniors to my left and right can help with, and everybody else who's been playing all year is just making them feel comfortable. And I think they've done a good job of that, almost to a fault against Regis probably, because we were trying so hard to make Brooklyn feel comfortable and Miranda feel comfortable that our own performance dipped a little bit. But yeah, I think that we're pretty lucky that we feel confident in 1 through 16 that they all can step in and be a contributor at this level.
Does it also help girls? I mean, now you've had a few. I mean, switching things in the middle of a match is not easy because the timing is off and all. But now that you've had some practice time and a week to kind of settle in, kind of help everybody's timing, especially across the front row.
Yeah, I would say that. Just having, like, the whole season, I feel like we've been switching, like, which side people play on in practice and just kind of, like, switching up lineups a lot just to play against a different block or play against, like, a different libero. Like, so it's just been, like, a good way to transition into that because I think that, like, it's not like they've never hit off Sabrina or Sabrina's never set them or, like, something like that. Like, I think it's just a slightly easier transition, but, yeah, it's just been fun to watch them, like, accept whatever's thrown at them and just kind of, like, all of us just kind of dig in and just try and, like, make the best of whatever we have. But, yeah, it's just been fun, and it's been interesting to watch. So,
and defensively, I mean, there have been so many different people play big roles in the back row along with you. Let's just go get everything off the floor and move on. Mm-hmm. But just the depth that you guys have in the back row. Can you talk a little bit about how fun that's been this year?
I think defensively it's been really fun because I'm not trying to cover a ball that's in middle back. I can just cover my own position, so I'm not stressed about the other people getting balls up. And then I think serve receive has been a huge component this year as our passing has been super strong. So having the confidence that we can pass into, which is really difficult to do at a high level. So having the faith in everybody else that we can just pass into and get the ball in the setter's hands.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, on the attack, you never know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. But your serve receive has, okay, here, Sabrina has a good ball that she can go set. And then, I mean, once you guys get into system, doesn't matter who's going to get the set. Yeah. It's kind of one of those things that the front row plays so well, knowing the back row is
Yeah.
gonna get you something good to
I think
handle.
it's cool, like you say, like it looks like we're just like they're back there passing it, but it's like really not that easy. Like they do a really good job of just like getting the ball to where it needs to go. So it's pretty fun because also like when we do have new hitters, it's like we're not forcing the ball to them, or like we're not forcing the ball to like the people that have been there all year. It's like if we have the ball in the system, like they get it so often. Like it's really nice because you can go anywhere. So
Also nice playing somebody a little bit different. You've played the RMAC for so long and all through the tournament now. You're the only RMAC team that gets somebody new. Does it kind of refresh everybody?
I think so. I mean, I'm glad we're playing somebody. I mean, the week prior, it looked like we were going to play Colorado School of Mines. So I think we're all happy, probably Colorado School of Mines as well, that we're playing someone different. Well, they have to play Regis, so maybe it doesn't make a difference to them. But I'm happy that we're playing someone from the Lone Star. Like you said, someone different. They don't know us, we don't know them, so it's just a little bit more of a challenge, but also a little bit more fun.
Yeah, I'm sure you've gotten every piece of film you can on them, and kind of how do you kind of match up first round, and what are you seeing from?
Yeah, as far as the matchup goes, they're fairly balanced. They're pretty good in the middle as well. They're kill leaders on the right. So we will worry about that matchup a little bit. They run a 5-1 similar to what we do. I think one of their outside hitters is hurt. It's kind of similar to us, or she hasn't been playing recently. So, but I think we can take the film has shown that we can take advantage of some things, but they're also a very good team. You're not going to run into anybody that's not really good at this point. So.
Also help going right back to Metro. Knowing, you know the gym and.
How'd you pronounce that again?
Metro. I'm sorry, MSU Denver.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yeah.
Going
Familiar,
back to the
yes.
same gym for the second straight week. It's a very familiar place and short trip.
Denver's our second home. Let's be real. We spent a lot of overnights in Denver, so I think we're all really comfortable with the bus trip. It's an easy one in the RMAC. I'll let you guys speak to that. You haven't said much. Come on.
Sorry.
All right, let's go. Step up.
I think I've played in Metro like 8 times in my career, and I think I'm knowing the gym, knowing the lighting, knowing how it's set up gives you an advantage, especially if you want to visualize before the game. We have that advantage, and the atmosphere it's not going to be a culture shock when we go in. And like if you go to Western and you've never played at Western's fans are on the court with you. Like there's not much space in between, whereas Metro there's a gap, so we know what to expect.
yeah, I think it's good because we'd all rather go there than Texas. So.
No offense, Texas.
Kurt, I know you don't like to look too far, but have you thought about kind of your legacy in the program starting as a freshman alongside Taylor and now kind of getting to or even some better athletes than she has throughout your career?
I think for me, it's my freshman year I didn't talk, and now I don't shut up. So it's been very interesting to see that, and looking at just my leadership role has been really cool because I just have that personality, but seeing how much of an impact it's made and leaving the liberos who will follow me, like JoJo and Wally and Libby, I just know I've left a really strong positive impact on them, and I know Coach doesn't have to worry about them taking that big jump from a DS to libero because I've prepared them, and to my own playing legacy, I think it's cool. I think you don't really know how good you are type of thing, especially for myself. I should definitely be way more confident, but it's cool.
I think kind of related to the going back to Denver, so many players from the state and the metro area, that comfort of knowing that you've got some friends and family in the house.
Yeah, I think it's nice. Like, there's a ton of people from Denver, obviously, but like, there's a lot of people that can travel to Denver really easily. It wouldn't be the same if like we were in Texas or something. No offense to Texas, but yeah, I think it's just really cool because like you're gonna have people there and you'll see people's parents and just like everyone that you know is supporting you, like whether like however things go, like that there's just like people there all the time. So it's cool.
Anything else? Question of the week.
All right, you guys, question of the
Mashed potatoes with gravy.
Mashed potatoes. I was gonna say that too.
I like the mashed potatoes, but I like to put the stuffing in with it and mix it all together. Yeah. Make sure there's some salt and pepper. That's pretty good. Pumpkin pie, that's pretty good. What isn't good on Thanksgiving? That's not a fair question.
Only if somebody brings like Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
Anything green.
I do
Yeah.
too.